It was indeed a shocking day for the reality TV world when Josh Duggar's notorious past came into the limelight. The Duggar News celebrity had charges against his name for possessing and receiving CSAM material. After an intensive court trial, they said he was guilty and had been spending time in prison due to his sentencing of 12.5 years. Since then, the Duggars have been quite low-key, especially Jim Bob and MichelleDuggar. As for Josh's wife, Anna Duggar, she is sticking by her husband due to the toxic IBLP teachings they had conditioned her to abide by. But fans now have begun to wonder if Josh and Anna's eldest kids know what's going on with him and where is he? Well, here are all the latest details about it. Anna Duggar has had a very submissive life. Duggar News followers were shocked when she would go to court with her husband hand in hand for her trial. They have wondered why she decided to stick to him despite the nature of his heinous crimes. Well, she has 7 other kids to look after since he went to prison. So Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar took her under their wing. Rumor has it that she goes back and forth from Texas to Arkansas. A prison official had once noted that Anna would regularly visit Josh at first, but that had stopped for a few months. Due to this, there were rumors that she might just go through with divorcing Josh Duggar. But there is no confirmation for it. But Anna not visiting her felon husband anymore is proof enough that there is trouble in paradise. While Duggar News fans want the star to go through with splitting with her husband, it's not likely, as their IBLP teachings suggest divorce is not a good thing. While everyone from the Duggar News fanbase remains curious about the infamous family, they are glad that Josh Duggar is far away in prison. Looking at the nature of his crimes, the court wanted him to stay away since his youngest kid was of age. Since then, there have not been many updates about the family, especially Anna and the kids. So, a Reddit discussion began. In it, many began to wonder if Josh Duggar's kids, especially the elder ones, know the nature of his crime or if he is in jail. Others said that the family may have tried to conceal things from them. That's precisely what happened with Josh's siblings when the first molestation charge against his name came into the limelight. As of now, Josh's eldest daughter, Mackenzie, must be 15 years old. Chances are that the elder kids found out about the circumstance by accidentally overhearing conversations around the house or other sources like people around them or the internet. But viewers believe that, like all those years ago, when the Duggars lied to their kids that Josh was on a timeout, they may have done the same for his kids. Some predicted that Jim Bob would walk Josh's eldest daughter down the aisle in a few years. What do you think about this theory? Tell us in the comments below. Do you think Josh Duggar's kids will ever find out about his crimes and react? Or will the rest of the family continue to shield him? Jinger shares first glimpse of new house with Jeremy Vuolo. It's been a while since Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo gave major updates about their new home. The Duggar News couple has been going through a lot and has their plates full. Jinger is preparing for her book release in 2025, while she and her husband also release weekly episodes of their podcast. Apart from this, they are also expecting their 3rd baby soon. Amidst all this, the couple had also made headlines in August about moving into a new home. They are situated in Los Angeles and got a new place in Santa Clarita. Since then, there have been no updates about this big change in their lives. Well, Jinger finally took to her social media to document the moving day, and fans got to see a glimpse of their brand new home. Jinger and Jeremy have always made headlines among Duggar News fans. They became popular after they began speaking their truth through their podcasts and books. In the past few months, they made headlines yet again because of a massive news. The couple purchased a rental worth $2 million as their new home, as per a public document. It turns out Jinger and Jeremy ended up spending $190,000 with a down payment of $380,000. The former did say she will give a glimpse of their new home after she is done arranging it. Well, the star recently uploaded a video documenting her moving out day with her husband Jeremy. Fans also got a glimpse of her brand new home. How does it look? While Jeremy and Jinger moved out many months ago, They upload their YouTube vlogs later than usual. In a brand new video, they documented the day they moved away from their old Los Angeles home. In the beginning of the video, they were surrounded by tons of packing boxes all around them. Fans could tell they had a very busy day lying ahead of them. Duggar also included a time-lapse clip of the movers and packers loading all the important furniture and items from their house into their truck. Then there was a glimpse of the Duggar news couple's new home. While fans only saw an empty house, they were impressed by the spaciousness of it. In the latter half of the video, they also saw a fenced swimming pool. Apart from this, Duggar and Jeremy's new home is Tudor-styled and also boasts of a spacious lot. But the former acknowledged that there were still renovations needed in the house. So the couple is not ready for the home tour video just as yet. But their fans are eagerly waiting for it when the time comes. What do you think of Duggar and Jeremy's brand new place? Tell us in the comments. What part of it do you like the best? MichelleDuggar is opening up about her life-changing move. The eldest Duggar daughter moved from her Arkansas home to live with her husband, Stephen Wisman, in Nebraska. The 34-year-old 19 kids and counting on alum grew up in Tontitown, Arkansas. After getting married in August, she moved out of her tiny house on her parents' property. Before the big move, she acknowledged that she would miss some things about her life in Arkansas. In a video shared on November 11, Jana spoke about some of the things she would miss about her home in Arkansas. The video was filmed before Jana's August wedding and her big move. "I know my life is about to change in many ways, moving more to the city life," she said in the video. Thinking about what she'd miss, she said, "I am treasuring these quiet mornings on the farm. The baby sheep toddling around are just so cute." Between preparing for her wedding and renovating her Nebraska fixer-upper alongside her now husband, Jana was pretty busy during the weeks leading up to her wedding. However, she also tried to slow down a bit and enjoy her time with her family. "I'm definitely going to miss being so close to everyone and being able to just pop over and hang out all the time," she said in the video. Although she was aware that moving to Nebraska would be an adjustment for her, Jana said she was so excited for what lies ahead. At the same time, she made an effort to cherish her remaining time on the farm. "I am also sure that I'll have moments when I miss the farm. The sun rises over the orchard, the garden, the animals. It's just so peaceful out here," she said. "I'm doing my best to soak up these memories to take with me." Speaking to people, MichelleDuggar called her August wedding in Arkansas a dream come true. As the eldest Duggar daughter, Jana watched 11 of her younger siblings get married before she did, which she called disheartening at times. "For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming," she told people just before her special day. "But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of." Though he doesn't have 18 siblings, Stephen also comes from a large family. He grew up in Nebraska with his parents and 12 siblings. As Jana and her husband worked on their Nebraska fixer-upper, Jana documented their progress on her YouTube channel. "We've been working. He has a little house we bought that we've been fixing up and getting pulled together. And so that's been fun," Jana told people in August. After 6 years of marriage, John David Duggar and Abby Grace Burnett still enjoy each other's company. The couple recently celebrated their anniversary, revealing they opted for a staycation instead of a trip. John David and Abby were kid-free for a few days. They enjoyed a picnic in the back of the truck, frozen treats, and college football. While Counting On was airing, John David and Abby were fan favorites through and through. Abby comes from a nursing background, and getting married a bit later than some of the Duggar sisters seemingly helped her integrate seamlessly into the family. Laying low and sharing more family-focused content has resonated with their followers and earned them praise. John David Duggar and Abby Grace Burnett celebrated their 6th wedding anniversary earlier this month. She took to their joint Instagram to share their adventure with followers, revealing they chose a kid-free staycation instead of a fancy getaway or a trip away from home. Abby wrote, 10 tenths recommend doing a kid-free staycation with your spouse for your anniversary. Spending relaxing, fun, quality time together at home was just what we needed this year to celebrate. The carousel featured several snaps of the couple looking happy and enjoying the simple things in life. Jessa Duggar popped up in the comment section with a simple heart emoji. One follower wrote, "The realest, most transparent Duggar couple. You two are so adorable." Someone else mentioned how great the couple looked. Unlike many of the other Duggar siblings, John David Duggar moved back into a normal-ish life after Counting On was canceled. Although he and Abby Grace Burnett still attended all of the family functions and are on good terms with Jim Bob and MichelleDuggar, they chose not to remain heavily in the spotlight. They continue to update their followers on social media and share photos from events and trips they take. Abby is close to Joy-Anna Duggar and Jana Duggar, but with Jana living in Nebraska, the amount of time they spend together may have changed. Despite living a more laid-back life, John David and Abby are still one of the most adored couples. Their children often receive comments about how adorable they are, and the former reality TV stars seem to be okay with showing them as they grow up. Counting On alums Jim Bob and MichelleDuggar shared the majority of their marriage and the growth of their family on TV. Many fans got to watch many of their kids grow and eventually marry. However, some Redditors can't help but recall one of the most traumatizing things that Jim Bob and Michelle had done during the show. Keep reading to see what it was. The Duggars are known for documenting their massive family gathering at the big house for Christmas. And with only a month away, many fans are curious if they're doing the same this year. Jim Bob and Michelle let their kids document their previous holidays, including moments from their indoor party. Many were also surprised that Jill attended the family gathering amid her strained relationship with her parents. Jim Bob and Michelle are no longer active on social media since the CSAM arrest of their son, Josh, in 2021. Due to this, some fans began digging into their old episodes. But many were caught off guard when a Redditor recalled one of their most disturbing episodes. Some Redditors discussed one of the most traumatizing episodes in the show. The poster shared screenshots from when Jim Bob and Michelle were making glass at a factory. However, the camera angles and how their mold was suspiciously shaped disturbed many. According to some, the film crew and even Jim Bob and Michelle exactly knew what was going on, but they played along with it. Here are some of the comments the married couple received. "I'm sorry, but it was definitely not a coincidence that after showing this on Counting On, the lady in Finland said, 'Would you like to blow?' and then it shows Abby blowing glass. The camera guy who shot that last frame knew what he was doing with that angle." This is from a 2010 episode of 19 Kids and Counting in which the Duggars learn about blowing glass. Good on Jim Bob and Michelle for wearing safety goggles. Lol OMG. Despite their social media inactivity, Jim Bob and Michelle remain in touch with many of their kids. Michelle usually travels to visit some of her married children and spend time with her grandchildren. One of her most recent appearances was during Jinger Duggar Woola's pregnancy announcement vlog, during which she spent time with her daughters in a hot tub. Not much is known about Jim Bob today, but many people believe he's still upset about the imprisonment of his son, Josh, and he's still trying to overturn his case. Jana Duggar, 34, has tied the knot with longtime family friend Stephen Wisman, 31. The couple said, "I do," on Thursday, August 15. Now Jana is embarking on a new journey as a married woman. She's leaving Arkansas and moving in with Stephen. Where is moving? Keep reading to see what she shared about their marital home. The former Counting On star has been berated online for several years about when she would move out of Jim Bob and MichelleDuggar's home. Many people asked when she would be getting married and why she didn't have any plans about leaving her parents' house. After all, she is the oldest of the Duggar children. Fans were thrilled to learn that Jana Duggar was engaged earlier this summer. Stephen Wisman officially popped the question on June 15, and within 2 months, they were Mr. and Mrs. Some people may remember that Jana and Stephen briefly dated a few years ago. Ultimately, they decided to split up, but they kept in touch and talked to each other on and off over the years, according to Jana. Earlier this year, the pair reconnected and fell in love. It was like, what are we doing? We still enjoy each other. We still really appreciate each other, the Counting on alum told People. Jeremiah Duggar, Jana's brother, is married to one of Stephen's sisters, Hannah. Like Jana, Stephen comes from a big family. He is one of 13 children. Now Jana Duggar and Stephen Wisman are setting out to start their own life together. The former Counting on star spoke about their little house in Nebraska. They've been working on renovating it together, and Jana says that it has been fun. The Nebraska home was purchased by Stephen in May of 2023 for $275,000. It is about 2,152 square feet and sits on 0.25 acres. The home has 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, plenty of room for starting a family if they decide to do so. I haven't always understood what the bigger picture is, but I know that God knows what is best for all of us, she said of her later-in-life wedding. And so for me, it's getting married later. Jana continued, saying that she's often compared herself to her younger siblings. I mean, I've watched all them walk through that, and then now me walking through this, and it is different, but we are older, she said. We are in a different state of life. We're a little bit more established, so we're a little bit more stubborn, but it's good. The Counting on alum said that she and Stephen are continuing to learn together and grow together. The newlyweds are now looking forward to finally being together after several months of long-distance dating.